Hey y'all, and welcome to this week's Whiskey Wednesday. This week, we've got Triston Marez for you, and damn, if y'all haven't heard him already, then you better get on it. This song is called Cold Cold Night, and it's pretty simple, even though it's the middle of July and the weatherman's predicting record highs, it's cold because this girl left him, plain and simple. But he's not too concerned about it. He's not a sad cowboy. He's a party cowboy. He's not too concerned about it because she left a 24 pack of Coors Light in the fridge. So he's going to have himself a cold, cold night and drink all the beer. And from what I hear so far, his voice is very versatile. He does that dip down low like Randall King does, where he says, "The weatherman's calling for record highs," and the voice like goes down low. Randall King is great at that. But Triston's kind of doing it as well. Now, for a guy who actually hasn't released a full studio album, the production on this sounds great. It has a really good sound balance. The steel guitar comes through right where expected. Now, in the second verse, he's got a really good line that I think just rings true. He says, "Each one down is a memory erased," and he's talking about the beers going down. And I think all of us, at some point in time, have drank a bunch of alcohol to get an X off our mind. Now, this is a really good instrumental break. Got a little steel guitar. It just sounds very honky-tonk, very pure country, if you ask me. Now, it goes on till the final verses, and he wraps up the song with one last jab at the ex-girlfriend, saying that the best thing he got from the goodbye was the case of beer. He almost doesn't even care that she's gone. He's just gonna have himself a good time. And that's the song, and it's one of many good ones. Like I said, he hasn't released a full-length album, but he has 34 songs, and the vast majority of them were put out in the past 2 years. So that just means he has a huge work ethic in the studio, and he still has a lot of ideas to write about and to get out there into the world. But his last 4 songs, including this one, all have the same cover image. It's got like a very professional looking picture. He has an official logo. So I'm getting the feeling that a full album is coming soon, and this Cold Cold Night is going to be on it. And it'll probably be a self-titled album. It's, usually what you do when you release your first one. Now, regardless, I listened to his entire library, all 34 songs, a few times over, and out of them all, only one of them didn't make it onto the DTXC playlist. See if you can find out which one, post it in the comments, let me know, and then maybe we can talk about why it wasn't my favorite. But after listening to all of it, his style really reminds me of Cody Johnson. And yeah, sure, maybe it's because Triston is a short cowboy, just like Cody, but like, hey, come on, all cowboys are short, right? But it's mostly about his sound. It sounds very pure country, but with some mild elements that the pop country or Nashville scene could really like grab a hold of. And I think that's why Cody Johnson signed with a major label out of Nashville. And I think I could see Triston doing something like that in the future if he keeps this up. I think he could benefit from getting the better marketing and the wider audience and the better radio airplay. But at the same time, I don't expect a guy like Triston to lose his identity. He is very deeply rooted in country stuff. And speaking of that, he's from Houston. And he's definitely a cowboy type because he worked as a ranch hand and rode bulls for fun and used any money he won or earned from that to support his music career. So he's not faking it. And he even won the Houston Rodeo Talent Contest in 2014. That's pretty wild. I didn't even know they had a talent contest. But honestly, I'm just kicking myself in the butt because Triston played a full band show at my home bar, Mavericks, just down the street a couple days ago, last weekend, and I had to miss it. So let's put it this way. I'm urging y'all to get out there. Don't miss any shows. Take some pictures and then share it with us on Twitter at DailyTXCountry and on Instagram at DailyTexasCountry. That's it for this week's Whiskey Wednesday. Y'all take care.